This is my original cam. It's the one that I went through in the video that I did before, and it's the same displacement, does the displacement of 25mm. But in the lecture on Wednesday with Brian, he said I might need springs in my project. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking it might be a bit awkward. So what would be the best way to reduce the chance that I need springs? I still haven't it cut out, and I'm not able to test it yet. But is there anything that I can do now in the design of it that could change it? And it came to me last night when Una put up her profile for her cam, and I seen the steep incline on one of her parts. We discussed it through the Edmodo commenting, and we said it might be difficult for it to rise by that much. It might be alright, but I'm just thinking about mine. Is this too much of a rise in a short rotation, which is 25mm of a rise in 90 degrees of rotation? So is this angle here going to be too large for the cam to smoothly go up? Or what could I change about that?
You could take the analogy that two men want to reach a height of 25 metres, which is up here. They both want to reach the same height, but if one man here is given 10 metres to do it, and then this other man here is given 30 metres, say he's got 30 and this man has 10. The angle between the ground and the height that they're travelling, or the path that they have to take to reach that height, is greater for the man that has to do it in 10, and that means it'll also be harder, so he'll have to do more work, this man over here compared to the man here. The angle is less, so it'll be easier for this man than this guy. So
I looked at this, then I looked at my displacement diagram, and I saw that it's worked like a normal displacement diagram, where one part of it, like here, like this here, when that part of sweet harmonic motion ends, the other one begins. But there's loads of space out here then left where it could be in. Like, it's not a normal cam. Like, I could fill that up. It doesn't have to start here where this one ends. That's not necessary. So what I did was I kind of thought about a displacement diagram like this one here, and then this one, it's utilizing more of the space, so it's no longer starting here because this one finishes here. It's starting here and it has one even in between it, so there's still going to be four. This is one profile, this is another, this is another, and this one links back into the start of the cam because this is 360 degrees and 0 degrees at the same time. This is the same point as this, so that's able to go on from there then. So I tried to incorporate this so that instead of rising to 25 in 90 degrees, I can then rise to 180 degrees. I can rise it to 25mm in 180 degrees, which is less work. And this is the resulting cam that I got. It's no longer just going to be there and then start here and then just go 90 degrees. It's now going to start here and it's going to go on 80 degrees. So its start point and its end point go through the center. So it's 180 degrees to each other. And it still works perfectly. This still has a completely fluid motion, like there's nothing stopping, they don't interlink. So 180 degrees was kind of the best degrees that I could use before these would get too weak, and so that like I could still use it effectively. It's probably the limit that I could use. What I did was I just, instead of redrawing it out again, I just changed the 90 degrees to 180, and there's going to be so it's going to be 30, 60, 90, 120, 50s, 150 and 180, so that's 30 degrees between them, so that's 6 different parts to it. So all I need to do is, if I wanted to go at 180 degrees, to take 180 degrees to reach 25mm of a displacement, all I need to do is divide that into 6, and then that would give me the degrees at whichever interval I needed to have these points here. It'd still work the very same way. So I was able to put 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 150 and 180, instead of doing, I think it was 30, 60 and then 90, 15, 30, 60 and all of that. So that's all I had to really change about this. I didn't have to draw a completely new cam. All I had to do was change the degrees, because the heights out from the center would be the same. And then I got this cam here. So with this cam, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to displace about the same, but it won't be at any given point the same amount of effort. It won't be the same amount of energy that it'll have to use to get out there. So it'll be much easier for it to go, and I'll just show you how this works. That it does actually work in the very same way as the other one. Here it's just starting from the start. So it's now rotating 180 degrees. And it seems nicer, it seems easier.